Okay guys, listen up for a second. I just got an email from Mary Anne, and there's going to be a staff meeting today at 2 o'clock to review all the ongoing projects. We're getting together with Dave this afternoon after work to shoot basketball, and we're going to update him at that time as to what's going on. So we need to be prepared to review all our projects at 2 o'clock today. Okay? Thanks.
I think we'll just go around the table and bring everybody up to speed on the status of the projects. The biggest project we have going on right now is Dispatch 2000, which is beginning the implementation phase.
Dispatch 2000 is formerly known as Computer-Aided Dispatch. It was developed and is maintained by AAA National Office. It's going to be providing us with better communication between ourselves and other AAA clubs and the National Office. One exciting feature of it, especially if you're a member service employee, is the inter-club membership verification. It's going to help us to find out information immediately about other clubs' members, and particularly when they're traveling in our state without a membership card. It's going to save us so much time and effort in verifying whether their membership is valid, whether they've overused their membership, and so forth. So overall, I think Dispatch 2000 is really exciting. There's a lot of new technology, and I think it's going to be great for AAA.
11 other clubs are currently running Dispatch 2000, so once we have the application up and running, we're generally doing our road service procedures the same way as other AAA clubs in the association. And one thing that allows us to do is to take advantage of combine resources for the development and to take advantage of some future technology rather than having to reinvent everything here. Two things that are in test with Dispatch 2000 are digital dispatch, where at AAA Potomac currently, using the same system we're installing, they have a communication set up from their HP server that has the application to the actual contractor trucks that service our members, so that rather than relying on radio transmissions or telephone calls, they can communicate directly with the vehicles so that we can more accurately provide the members with service and eventually be able to locate the closest contractor to a member. As our membership grows and we have to service more and more AAA road service calls, it's important that we more effectively use our resources out in the field, because we just don't have the same amount of growth of contractors as we do of AAA members. The spotting mechanism in Dispatch 2000 consists of all of our maps of North and South Carolina contained in the computer and graphical images, so that the road service department carves out certain areas of a map and identifies them with contractors for light road service, for locksmith service, and for just regular road service assistance. That way they can pull up maps, carve out the territories, and this is used by the computer to automatically spot the proper contractor to a road service vehicle.
Got a lot of exciting stuff going on here at AAA. Among which are the building rewiring and exchange of terminals with brand new PCs. In anticipation of countrywide connectivity and in conjunction with the new CAD system upgrades and installations, we're going to be putting brand new PCs on all the desks of the company, starting out with the dispatchers and call takers, member service area, member relations, and ERS departments. Another thing that's going on here is with all this equipment growing and upgrading, we're going to be upgrading the building wiring also for total connectivity.
One of the other products that we're getting from AAA National, besides Dispatch 2000, is the automated triptych system. In short, the primary benefits of the new automated triptych system are reduced costs, increased productivity, a standardized triptych look throughout different clubs, and improved member service. When a counselor receives a triptych request, she will now enter it into a Windows-based order entry program. This program has 4 distinct screens, which include club information, member information, trip information, and administration. The trip information screens provide the following capabilities with just the point and click of a mouse. leg routing options which describe whether routing should be direct, scenic, or shortest for each leg of the route. The counselor can also request a specific road option, for example, Charlotte to Asheville via Interstate 74. Special routing options are available if the member does not want to use interstate roads, toll roads, ferries, or seasonal roads. The information screen also provides a publication request area. If a member wants tour books, camp books, or any maps, they are checked off in this area. Once the triptych request is finished, it is sent from our club via the ClubLink network and received at our regional service center in Delaware. This is where the order is completed. We are working with several other East Coast clubs who are also connected through ClubLink, and they will be having their triptychs processed there as well. The Regional Service Center has computers for computing the route, multicolor printers to print strip maps, finishing equipment to fold and bind the triptych package, warehousing space for maps and other publications, and shipping facilities. Currently, up to 10 books can be in progress at one time. Along with the requested route, the triptych will have a summary page and various narratives which include miles traveled and miles to go. Once the strip map is printed, it is sent to the finishing equipment where it is cut to the correct size and folded. It is then sent to the binding equipment where it is completed with a side binder. Each triptych will have a barcode on it. This barcode will be scanned at several different stages of processing. This will allow the counselor who originally entered the triptych to request an online status update. After the entire triptych is ready, any requested maps and additional publications are pulled, a mailing label is printed, and the entire package is sent directly to our member.
This will allow us to tie into ClubLink and not only utilize the functions of the interclub membership verification, but tie into a bunch of different products. All this will be done using just one system of wiring, which will eliminate the need for constantly rewiring the building every time we add a product. And also, the real beauty of it is, instead of having multiple machines to run different functions, the reason why Kevin's putting one PC on every desk is because this PC is going to be able to run all these different applications.
Great.
About a year ago, we installed ClubLink here at the club. What that enabled us to do was to be able to connect out via frame relay or via telephone line to AAA National. At that time, they were offering one product on that line, and today they're prepared to offer more products on that line. We are working with Christine and the other people in our department. We are now positioned to be able to provide those applications right to the desktop. And those applications will include things like hotel and car rental reservations. They'll include also the triptych, automated triptych that Christine mentioned. And by having this connection to this ClubLink connection, we're able to tie into other clubs throughout the country. There's about 112 to do things like membership verification and other shared services. Here at AAA, we've been working on our telephone systems quite a bit, as you understand, and we have named it the AAA Carolinas Network 2000. AAA Carolinas Network 2000 will provide the enhanced telephone systems with phone mail for branches, fully prepare us for LAN, WAN, inter-office connectivity between us and our branches, comprehensive phone reports, ACD, trunk, etc. For all branches and the corporate office. We have we also have the ability to do multi-office ACD or super queuing. That way, if a call rings in the Columbia office and there's no one there to take that call, then it can overflow to another office. The objective here is to provide the best the member service that we can by avoiding abandons, by reducing abandons and getting services to our members. One of the advantages of the access to ClubLink by the branches via the WAN is if a member were to come into our Columbia office and want services, TripTik or maps, the agent or helping this member could key in the member's number and have it verified, even though that member is a Montana club member. And we would instantly be able to understand, you know, if this member is a plus member or a regular member, and other pertinent data for assisting that member. The advantages of doing this is that the customer in California gets the same service as a man in Maine.
Well, since we're spending all the time getting the lines put in place to go throughout our company and out to our branches, what we're going to take advantage of is being able to use company-wide email, and we're going to be using a Microsoft Mail product. And what we're going to be able to do now is, instead of just some people using the mail system on the AS400, others sending memos and others running across the building trying to relay information, everybody will have one standard set of mail. And we'll be able to send one piece of mail to all our branches, or just set up distribution lists so only certain people receive certain information. And this will just make inter-club communication a lot easier for everyone, especially since eventually we will all have PCs on our desktops. Along with the Microsoft email, we've also made the big decision that we're all really excited about to go with just the Microsoft Office suite. Right now we currently use various packages. Dan's a Quattro Pro user, you're an Excel user, Dave is a Lotus 123 user, and now we're just all saying that we're going with Microsoft Office, which means that for our spreadsheets we'll be using Excel, for our word processing we'll be using MS Word, we'll be using PowerPoint for graphics. Few people will have Access, which is the database package within Microsoft Office. Not everybody's going to need that, so we're not providing that for everybody. And this is also going to be happening for the travel agents too. We've just gotten approved for a large amount of money to put Microsoft Office on all the Apollo file servers out in the branches, so we're getting ready to put that out there too.
Aqua will be installed here in the Moorhead office to replace the AQCS. The key product modules will be very similar to the AQCS functions that our clients are used to. A trip auditor examines each travel record for continuity. The information stored in the travel profile on Apollo is compared to the PNR. Farebuster looks for the lowest existing and alternate routings. It checks the record several times before departure, utilizing customer-specific data such as negotiated fees, alternate airports, variable time windows, and minimum savings. SeatBuster assures that a traveler's preferred seat matches the assignment in the travel reservation. If the seat was not available for the agent at the time of booking, the SeatBuster will attempt to secure it before departure. SpaceBuster identifies waitlist reservations and accesses the reservation system to clear the space. Hotel auditor checks every hotel reservation to ensure that the traveler's negotiated rate, agency rate, or AAA rate was used. It will use a flag bookings without confirmation numbers. Pre-audit reports include cost savings, same flights, same cities, arrival lists, and departure lists. The migration from AQCS to Aqua will be completed in February.
Corey talked about Aqua, which is our automated quality control system for the travel reservations. We've also put in some automated booking software for the travel agency called Quality Agent. Through Quality Agent, travel arrangers or travel clients themselves can fax in travel requests or requests for information to the Moorhead office here, so that it's set up on an 800 number and clients of our branches can also take advantage of it. Once the fax comes in, the software reads the fax, takes the travel options, whether it's air, car, or hotel, goes out live on the airline reservations host and pulls up the available flights and fares for the trip and automatically faxes those options back to the traveler. The traveler then just selects what options they want to take and returns the fax. Quality agent completes the booking. At this point, the travel agent can pick up the reservation and ticket it. So it greatly reduces the time that the agents are spending just giving information or setting up the P&R records in the system. And so it allows us to take advantage of some automation to increase our productivity and also provide more convenience for our travelers. Once we have the fax interface installed and in place, we intend to follow that with an email interface. And through Microsoft Mail or an existing email product that a client already uses, the travel arranger can pull up travel options or trips that they normally take, and just through their email distribution network, send that email. Quality agent will read the email, do the same thing as the fax as far as pulling the fares and the flights and sending those back to the travel arranger. It presents it in a nice form so that they can see what the lowest fares are and what the options are, and then that's something that can be presented directly to the traveler. So it also reduces word processing time on our travel agents end and for the travel arrangers end too. So it's definitely a big benefit for our clients and an even bigger benefit for the travel agents.
Hey Anita, I hear they want us to build a database warehouse. What's a data warehouse anyway?
A data warehouse is subject-oriented, integrated, time-varying, and non-volatile collection of data in support of management decisions.
What? What's that mean?
Well, that's really just a collection of information about a member's name, address, birth date, and so on.
Like that, but that's pretty much what we have already. How's this going to be different?
Well, it is, but you're going to have more information such as vehicle information.
Oh, okay. Like fleets and prospective customers maybe, and companies and things like that?
Yes, and plus you're going to have more about the income, how long the member has been, membership,
Okay.
years of membership, age, sex.
Maybe their demographics, where they live, and how long they've lived there, if they
Ye-
own their house, if
Yes,
they rent
and
their house.
about the travel information, how many cruises they have booked with us, air tickets, tours, and more about how many products they've purchased from us.
Oh, that's pretty neat. That's going to be a mighty big warehouse.
And plus, about how many ERS calls they have made.
Okay. How are we going to figure out what kind of information we want to put in that warehouse? I mean, there's so much there, everybody's going to want to put everything in there, and how are we going to figure that all out?
That's okay, but we need to decide now what everyone wants.
But how are we going to figure out what everybody wants on there? What everybody needs? All the different departments need different pieces of information. How are we going to know what everybody wants?
Well, we're going to send out a questionnaire
Oh, okay.
where everybody's going to put the wish list on.
Oh, okay. So everybody can tell us what they need? That's right, because the frontline people, they know what they need. They need different things than maybe what their managers need. The travel people might want to know information about a particular membership and how many road service calls they've had. And maybe even the road service people would want to know how many cruises that they've booked with us to find out how good of a customer they are with us. Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to go ahead and send out a questionnaire to all the employees
Yes.
and then compile that information and go from there. Oh, that's a great idea. With the new networking throughout the company, we'll all be able to access that information if we need
Yes,
to?
yes. Everybody will access the same information because everybody's going to be on one system because they're all going to have terminal PCs on their desk.
Oh, okay.
And they'll be tied to one network, so everybody's going to see same information.
Same information. Well, that's pretty neat.
It's probably going to take a couple of years. We had to get the system done before 1999 because otherwise we won't be able to renew any new members. And Dave and John's not going to like this.
No, they would not like that at all if we had no members.
No.
So, okay, well, about the member relations people and ERS folks who cancel memberships for using too much road service or something like that. How is this going to be of any benefit to them?
We can access all this information on one screen.
Are we doing all this without a roadmap or a plan?
No, we're working on putting together what we call our ITP, Internal Technology Plan. We're really trying to lay all this out so that we look over the coming year, which is going to be very busy, and the years after that, to make sure that all this is headed in the same direction, which is guaranteeing member and client satisfaction.
Our technology plan is intended to support the business strategic plan that the area business experts and the supporting front-end people with their solicitation for input sets out the goals for the company. The technology plan is the layer beneath that that shows how we're going to get there technology-wise.
And along with all this new technology, we're going to need a lot of training. We're trying to put together a formal training plan so that we know how to implement these things and so that the people in the front lines can use them the day that they come out. We want those people to be able to use them. We don't want to throw things at them that they're not comfortable with.
It's very important.
Kind of be useless if everybody had that in their hands and didn't know how to turn it on, wouldn't it?
It is, and when you think about it, we're not only changing the hardware they're used to seeing, but we're changing the systems they're used to using and the procedures they're used to doing. So we want to make sure that they're comfortable with where we're going and how they're going to get there as well.
Is all this change necessary?
Absolutely. We've got to keep up with technology. We have competitors out there. We have more and more members. Of course, we're the fastest growing AAA in the association. In order to do that, we've got to put technology in place to give our people better tools to use. They need the tools so they can provide that high level of service that we expect.
Well, it sounds like all this is going to take a lot of time, be a lot of hard work, and take a lot of money. I guess that's a yes. Well, we've got the right team to do it, and it ought to be a slam dunk.
It'll be a good ride.
Should be a great time.
Ho, ho, ho. My trusty sleigh has broken down. I need to call AAA on my sleigh phone. AAA. I'm broken down at, I'm not sure exactly where I am, but you can tell me though, since you have such an elaborate system there. It'll be how long? 20 minutes. Well, Santa's going to be extra good to you this Christmas. I'll see you shortly. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Good morning. How are you?
All right.
What's your name, little fella?
Reed.
Hey, Reed. Can you help me out? My sleigh broke down.
Yeah, I can help you out.
There's my membership card.
Okay.
AAA of the world.
Okay.
You been good this year?
Yep.
Well, let's see what Santa has in his little sack here. Oh, let's see. This is a genuine all-purpose rolling ruler. You can go out and measure anything.
Okay.
Well, let's go try to get my sleigh back started. Okay? All right. Ho. Merry Christmas, and I don't want to hear about it. Vanna Claus.
Mary Anne Rayfield, Director Information Systems, Dispatch 2000, ICMP.
My name is Herbert Maddox, telecommunications analyst, and this is my wife Anita.
Okay, well, we're
Okay.
volume, and so she's holding the mic. We're by ourselves.
I think we need to cut this off, and that's good.